An infamous anniversary is fast approaching, a tale of suffering as deep and dark as any story of World War II.
More than 600 Americans died in what we know as the Bataan Death March. This weekend, you can see and feel that experience in Norfolk through the memories of an artist. Here's 10 on your side's Tom Shad.
They are fragmented sketches that detail the horrors of war. Ben Steele talked about his time as a POW through his pen.
I think it's the art itself that makes it so strong of an impact, because you don't see stuff like this.
Precisely why we took a trip to the MacArthur Memorial for a one-of-a-kind preview of an exhibit into the dark annals of a soldier's memory. Now, what's this?
This is scenes of prison camp, 1943, 1944. By that time, everybody had lost the clothes they were in when they went into camp.
Jim Zobel from the MacArthur Memorial shows us a treasure trove of 41 sketchbooks by Ben Steele. He specialized in scenes of the American West, but was also one of 75,000 men, Americans and Filipinos, who marched 60 miles after they surrendered to Japanese forces at Bataan, the infamous Death March.
These visions of the camps, these visions of the hell ships, these visions of the Death March. It's not drawing from imagining, it's drawing from remembering.
And they are dark memories. Notice these jagged, harsh lines which become sharp images of torture and death. The books go from sketches of Western animals to flashes of dark detail from war, one that has haunted many in the World War II generation.
You know, they can't remember what they did yesterday, but they can tell you every single instant of where they were during that time, because it was just such an indelible experience that it's just ingrained in their memory forever. And these are the images that Ben Steele saw every day.
And he drew these years later, didn't he?
This is 2001.
That's right, 2001. And the detail of suffering in these works is no less visible from the passage of time.
Well, I wanted to get home.
And a soon-to-be-released documentary of Steele's life and art carries a simple history lesson from an artist in battle.
It's like the main theme of the movie is, I lived through it. You should be able to look at all the pictures.
And chances are they will affect how you will forever view war. In Norfolk, Tom Shad, 10 on your side.
Ben Steele died in September at the age of 98. His surviving family will be at the opening of his exhibit at the MacArthur Memorial on Sunday, which also happens to coincide with the 75th anniversary of the American and Filipino troops surrendering at Bataan. Find more information about the opening on wavy.com.